Ever wonder what some of the former FAU football players are doing today? Well, for TPindell, he's making sure his 2.4 million followers are getting a good laugh with the content that he brings to your screens. He's not a newbie to this. He's been doing it well before YouTube took off.
My first post, I was recording on like an iPhone 3GS, and now I've invested in myself, and my following is probably quadrupled. I never thought I'd be at the 2.4 million subscribers. It's been a blessing, and financially it's been awesome too.
Hit me with a swappy woppy right now before I go outside of your back of your head. I'm losing beer juice in here messing with you.
Social media is a weird space in itself. Like, we see so many characters and this personality from people, and a lot of times when you meet them in person, they're not the same person. Like, sometimes people are, like, get behind the camera and are this big character, but you meet them in person, they're like shy, like, oh my God, they're room full of people. But I'm exactly the opposite way. Sometimes I talk to myself, I'm like, yo, T, you might be a little too much right now. Like, don't be so extra. But I've always been goofy, and I actually kind of toned it down a little bit for the internet, because when I first started doing YouTube videos, I was substitute teaching.
One of the reasons TPindell has been so successful is because he finds inspiration for his skits in his day-to-day life.
I think every second of the day can possibly be a skit or some kind of sketch comedy, and it makes it a lot better when it's relatable content.
The student that's graduating that's a part of a fraternity or a sorority, and they just taking this opportunity to stroll and step on stage the entire time. Oh my God, he barking.
I used to say, oh, that looked like a great idea, I'm gonna remember that. But then I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna remember this stuff, or I get here, I'm like, dang, it's not popping back up to me. So I just pull out my notepad anytime and I'm like, oh, that's a great idea, boom. Oh, that's a great stand-up joke, boom. And just write it down and get it there, and then to get to scrolling whenever I run out of ideas or I need to think of something.
A true believer in helping others, TPindell is not one to hold in his knowledge of success to himself.
I'm always willing to help people and guide people in the right direction, and give people any kind of advice, being, I guess, somewhat successful in the social media space. When I started doing this, I didn't think I could make a career out of it. I just did it for fun. Being a student athlete here, every year they were like, we're gonna get a new stadium for you guys. I'm like, man, what, when? It's my last year, coach. So it's awesome to see a stadium here. The campus itself has flourished, like beyond belief. All the other dorm rooms that popped up, the campus looks beautiful. And I'm proud to be an Al. I'm proud to talk about it all the time. Like, everyone always says, where'd you go to school? FAU? They're like, where is that? Is that FIU? I'm like, no, it's Florida language. But now people know who we are, so that's an awesome feeling.